Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode of the Girls Lounge podcast with your hosts, Liz and KT. And today we're coming at you guys with a Kiss, Marry, Kill, a classic idea. I'm really excited for this one. But before we get into it, I feel like we should, address the elephant in the room. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can obviously see us now. So we decided to do like this mini rebrand and basically just introduce video podcast and have a new pod cover and new YouTube banner, just a little refresh, because the vision for the podcast in a way has kind of changed since we started. Like, we want to talk about a little bit more different things, so we really wanted to showcase that. So I'm really excited. Make sure you are following our TikTok, because a lot more TikToks will be posted now. So I'm really excited for that.
And as you can tell, we're obviously doing this virtually, so it'll be interesting.
Yeah, because if y'all are new here, just know we have lots of technical difficulties all the time. I'm sure we probably had some today. I just can't remember because it's just our normal.
With that, Kennedy, what have you been up to?
Literally nothing. Literally just school and doing work and then trying to get my whole job situation figured out. I don't know if I ever gave an update about that, but in one of the past episodes, I talked about my school's budget and I was waiting to hear back. But essentially the job that I had last semester, I still have, but it's just an internship now and unpaid. So now I have to find another job so your girl can make some moolah. So I can do the internship, then another job, both at the same time. So hopefully that all works out. Liz, what have you been up to?
The way I barely remember yesterday, I swear this is the hardest part of the episode for me, because I'm sitting here, I had to go through my Snapchat memories to remember what it was I was doing. But I do have a little life update. I did start a new job. I'm working at Bath and Body Works, doing that. So last week I was working, I will say, I don't know all the scents. So sometimes people be coming up to me, asking me, oh, I'm looking for this kind of scent. And I'm like, oh, let me see what I can help you with. But I do have a new job, we're doing that. And then, oh my gosh, I've been reading actually. I meant to update you guys this last week, but I completely forgot about it because, if you didn't know, I've been in a slump. So this is amazing news, y'all. I'm 60% into my book. I've been reading Powerless by Lauren Asher, ? Is Lauren something, but I've been reading that and that's been going good. So hopefully next episode, I'm done with it.
I think it's Lauren Roberts. I think that's her name.
I know there's a Lauren Asher somewhere, but I feel like that might be the Billionaires Dreamland series.
It is.
Yeah, there we go. Kennedy knew.
Yes, I'm glad one of us is reading. We switch off because now I'm in the position where you were, sis. I have not read in days. Well, I tried to read last night. I maybe read 3 pages. I was like, yeah, I'm done with this, but I legit haven't read since sometime last week. So it's not going too well over here. I was doing well and then I regressed.
No, because when I went to actually add the book to my Goodreads, I saw how behind I am on my reading goal and I was like, yeah, no comment.
Yeah, we don't talk about that reading goal. But I totally forgot. I wanted to share one story real quick before we get into the episode because I thought this was crazy and, it was part of my day today. So I was like, why not share it? But I was in my social media marketing class and we're currently on the chapter about marketing campaigns and stuff. And she was telling us about the story about she was doing a giveaway, the typical share with a friend, yada, yada, yada for a brand. And the reward was a weekend trip to Paris, all expenses paid. You get spending money, they get the accommodations, all that. And so she didn't get to go on it because the brand was basically oh, we just don't have the marketing budget for it because it was a company based in Europe. So I guess they kind of expected a European to win it. So that was kind of the problem we were talking about. Their marketing team should have done a better job of looking at the parameters for this. And it was just funny because she was saying how her sister was you could actually ruin this brand. And she was yeah, I'm not like that. I'm like, you're better than me because I would have been on TikTok. This is part one of the brand who did not give me my Paris weekend trip. They gave her $400 and some store credit. I'm after that, I wouldn't even be shopping at your store anymore. But I just thought that was a crazy story.
So did she not name drop the brand?
No, I will say I was kind of tuned out. So she might have at the beginning of the story, but once I started really paying attention, she just said this brand.
Yeah, no, I would have taken that as my chance to blow up, get all the other brands to get in touch with me.
Exactly what you said. Now we're going to get into our favorites of the week. My favorites are both have to do with online shopping a little bit. So first, Amazon. Y'all, I just love how you can just get a variety of different things from Amazon. I know we hate Jeff Bezos or whatever, but I just love the fast delivery. Like I have a package coming to me Thursday, and when I tell y'all I got like tampons, sorry for TMI, some tops, and some nail polish, some Apple pencil tips, and I think that's the only one package. All there. So that's just amazing. And then another is Grubhub. I've never used Grubhub before, but my university is like a partner with Grubhub now, so we like use it for a lot of places on our campus, and it's just so easy, and I just love it. Except for today, they kind of messed up, but every other time I've used it, it's been perfect. So I'm just gonna ignore it. So yeah, if your college has a partner with Grubhub, tell them they need to do it.
My favorite is also has to do with like online shopping. I caved and I bought some stuff off a TikTok shop. I haven't bought nothing off a TikTok shop this whole time it's been around, so I'm pretty proud of myself. But Kennedy too. We are going out in like I think like 2 weeks or something with our friends. So it's an excuse to buy some stuff. So I bought some like going out tops, and some of them are like really really cute, and I'm really excited about them. And they were all like under $4. Like say less. And then I got a sweater that's kind of like a cardigan vibe. I'm trying to get into that cardigan vibe, hoping I find some finds thrifting, but I did find it on TikTok shop. So I'll update y'all in like 2 weeks when the package comes.
No, I'm actually so excited for us to go out. But now we're gonna get into our sports corner. Bum, ba-da, bum, ba-da. I told y'all I was gonna make that a thing. So first, of course, we're gonna talk about some tennis real quick. The U.S. Open men's and women's finals just happened. There are Americans in the final for both genders or whatever. They sadly both lost, but I think this was the first time since 2005 that a American man was in the final. So that was really cool. I will say I was rooting for him. So I was a little sad, but it's fine. I honestly didn't care for women's because I like both tennis players. But yeah, that was sad. So another bad week for Americans, and Europe dominated sports.
I didn't even know that there was an American.
Oh, And then next, we're going to talk about F1 real quick because I'm an F1 girly. So I just wanted to quickly put like my little 2 cents on the next race, like my hopes, little preview. They're racing in Azerbaijan, something like that. It's like a country in Eastern Europe. It's like I think technically like Eurasia, so a little bit of both. It's the first race of another doubleheader, which I'm like, thank God. This past weekend with no race was so boring. And I'm just curious to see how McLaren will perform. If you know about the papaya rules. The last race, which basically is like they can fight each other but like don't hit each other. A lot of people were like upset about that, but I'm like, I like that they don't have team orders as of now. Like it keeps it more interesting when they're racing. And I'm just curious though, because the championship, like the world championship, like the teams or whatever, like it's just getting closer and closer. So I wonder if Red Bull is going to end up losing it and like have another bad weekend, because it only takes a couple more bad weekends for Red Bull and McLaren's going to pass them up. So that'll be interesting. And I wonder if Ferrari will be stronger week, because we all know they've been like off and on. I feel like they were powerful in the beginning because like Charles and Carlos, I think, were both on podium in Australia. And then Charles won Monaco and Monza this year. So I'm just like, ooh, we'll see if they keep that up or progress or regress.
Wait, so like with the papaya rules, is it like the two Ferrari people, for example, they could like race each other instead of like one of them letting the other one win? Or am I like, making things up?
Yes, I think yes. With the way you explained it, I got a little confused because you said Ferrari. But so basically, Lando and Oscar, like if it's just them two at the front, they're allowed to race each other. Because sometimes, like when I mentioned it last time, like they order Lando to let Oscar pass him. So basically, like it doesn't really matter. Like they can just like race as normal as long as they don't crash. Because obviously, both cars being on podium is better than just one.
See, my mind blanked on like McLaren's name, so I was like, Ferrari, for example. But yeah, okay, I think I'm following. But another thing, I don't know if you saw Kennedy, but the Paralympics happened, and honestly, I wasn't keeping up with it that much. But there's this track guy, his name's Hunter Woodhall, and he won some race. It's one race where like you don't have like either leg, and his wife was in like the regular Olympics and she also won gold. So like there's been like a lot of like clips of like when she was cheering for him and then when he was cheering for her, and I thought it was just cute.
Yeah, I saw those clips. I think the distance, I think, was it like the 400-meter or something?
It was like 400 or 200, something like that. I remember they went around the curve.
Yeah, I saw like him celebrating, and then I just got like a bunch of pictures of them two together, and like they made like their gold medals kiss or something. And then I saw they did like a Step Brothers inspired shoot. I was like, oh, this is so cute. And like I've known about them for a while. Like they've been dating since like they were in college, so I've been aware. So it's just like really like cute to just see them celebrate together. They match each other's energy so well.
Yes, especially the clips where they were like cheering for each other. I was like, yep, they know what they're doing. And with that, we're gonna move on to some pop culture and trendy topics. Of course, we all know, unless you've been living under a rock, they announced the Super Bowl halftime show is gonna be Kendrick Lamar. Any thoughts, Kennedy?
I'm really excited for Kendrick to be performing. He has so many bops. I'm like, finally. Well, Usher was good too, but I feel like I listen more to Usher's older stuff, not any like new things. So I'm really excited for Kendrick. It was funny because people are like, Drake's gonna change the channel during halftime show. Like this is literally gonna be like a hate Drake fest all over again, which I'm super excited for.
Same thought as you, Kennedy. I definitely think that there's gonna be like a lot of like TikTok promo. I feel like because I feel like a lot of like his, at least his like diss tracks, have become like TikTok sounds and everything. So I don't know. I think it'll be interesting to see. But okay, I didn't watch The Bachelorette, but I know all about the drama with the finale. And basically, if y'all again living under a rock and you don't know anything about this, The Bachelorette Jen. So the drama takes back to like The Bachelor because Jen was on The Bachelor, right? And when she was announced as the Bachelorette, people were like, why was she the Bachelorette? Because it was supposed to be Maria. And then Maria came out on a podcast basically saying, like, yeah, like she was the Bachelorette option, but she said no. So then they chose Jen. So then there's already like some tension. But the real drama is the finale. So Jen like proposed to, wait, does she propose or does he propose?
I think she proposed.
Okay. She proposed to the guy that she chose, right? And they're like all like lovey dovey, we're gonna get married. And then it's revealed that he called off the engagement over the phone. And even crazier, they made her relive like the clip like in the finale episode. And like she's just like sitting there like folding in tears. And she's like, did none of this mean anything to you? And I thought it was insane.
Yeah, and I think he texted her too, like only a couple days after. Like I don't even think like a full week. I think it was like 2 to 3 days after, which is insane. And I think they should have vetted the guys a lot better because a lot of the men on the show were expecting either Daisy or Maria, which I just think was such like a disservice to Jen. Like she's a pretty girl and has so much love to give. I, same as Liz, did not watch this season, but like Jen, I liked her, I think, when I watched The Bachelor. But yeah, I'm just like, that's crazy. And I like how like a lot of people are bringing up how like it was kind of like cruel of them to make her rewatch that. Like she was in tears. Like I understand it's reality TV, so at the end of the day, like that's kind of what you sign up for. Like at the end of the day, the producers don't really care about your well-being. Like they just want what will give them views and money. And also like I felt like this just kind of reiterated something a lot of minority girls can relate to, the fact that like these men will always, not always, but sometimes in predominantly white spaces choose the white girl over a minority. So I think that was also a bit triggering as well.
Yes, Kennedy, you brought up some amazing points. The whole like argument of like, oh, like that's what she signed up for. I'm like, yeah, that is what she signed up for. But that's so like, that's just cruel. I don't know. Like she was actually in love with this man and then she had to like rewatch it all and sit beside him. Oh no, I don't think I could have been able to do it. I would have walked out. But like you said, they want views, and her crying on live TV, it's money. It is what it is. But I also heard like things about how like the top two, like the other option two, like even him, like he wasn't like a good option or something. I don't know. I didn't look into it too much, but I just think it was a crazy ending.
And then next, this is kind of like still in the dating realm, a very different topic, but I don't know if it's been on your For You page, Liz, but there's this TikToker, her name is Clark People. She kind of blew up around the same time as like Monet and like Alex Earl, but like she's not really in the beauty space, so you might not know her. But y'all, she made this TikTok basically saying how like she dates a certain like kind of person, not kind of person, but like she doesn't date down, quote unquote. That I feel like that language can be seen as like negative, but it really wasn't like a negative thing. Like she doesn't view people who like aren't at the same level as her as like undesirable or anything. It's just that like she prefers to date people who make a certain amount of money, who done a certain amount of like this in life, just because she herself has worked so hard. So she's like, why would I settle for anything else? And when I tell you, that literally got people so mad. It was actually insane. Like I just had so many think pieces. It was mostly like women like being like, oh, like she's making points, and then there are some angry men in her comments, I assume. But the main point I wanted to like talk about, why I brought it up, is because it's crazy how like I feel like men are allowed to have like their preferences or whatever when it comes to dating women, but let us have a single preference. And it's like, oh, so you want to date this, and this? You're so materialistic. You're so shallow. But I'm like, some of y'all do the exact same thing.
No, because the double standard is actually insane, especially when they make it seem like, oh, like you're so superficial, like you're not like deep or anything like that. And like I just looked her up and I have seen her, but I haven't seen any of like this drama or anything on TikTok. But honestly, I agree with her. I feel like if you have like standards for yourself, it's not even like, I feel like they're taking it like as a physical thing. Like she's not gonna date down like someone who like looks like worse than her, you know, or like not her attractive level. But like it's not even that. I feel like it's like just having standards for yourself and like, yeah, I don't know the words, but I agree honestly. And yeah, the double standard part is actually insane because I feel like guys be doing the same thing, but they do it worse. I feel like they're the ones who make it like a physical thing, or like yeah, literally just like a physical and like material stuff instead of like on a deeper level. Because I feel like she meant it on like, obviously like, I want like someone who meets this financial standard, like that kind of stuff, because she like worked for that. I don't know. Yeah. I was so happy when I got on TikTok this morning and I saw this TikTok. I immediately texted Kennedy. I sent her the TikTok and I was like, we're talking about this on the podcast. Maxton Hall season 2. They released a little filming sneak peek on the Prime account. I don't know, like the Denmark, Germany, I don't know. Whatever country Maxton Hall is based on, they released a little like filming sneak peek. And y'all, I passed away. I passed away when I saw this. I like watched the TikTok like 2 times because obviously it's in Dutch, you know, like I didn't understand it. The first time I was just watching it. The second time I was like reading like the subtitles and everything. But if you couldn't tell, I'm so excited for this show. They fixed Harriet's hair. The chemistry, you know, I was a little scared for this season because we left off with like, I forgot the guy's name. Damien? I don't know. The main guy. We obviously left off with him going through it. So I thought personally like the relationship was going to be struggling in season 2. But based on the sneak peek, they are alive and they are thriving.
Oh wait, I think his name is James.
You're so right. James Beaufort. Beaufort? Yeah. I don't know where Damien came from.
Yeah, I'm like, Damien, is she talking about the butler or something? But yeah, Liz sent me the TikTok and I watched it, y'all. There's this one part where they're walking and like they like, you know, were playing with each other's hands and like it was just so cute. I'm like, it looks so freaking good, and like the chemistry, like Liz said, just amazing. And it was funny because people in the comments were like, thank God they got rid of her bun, which honestly I don't even remember. I didn't watch the show as many times as Liz did, so I really don't remember.
See, I didn't really pay attention to her hair that much until like I got all the TikToks, and that was literally all people were talking about. They're like, she had so much potential with her hair, and then I couldn't unsee it.
Yeah, and I'm also like happy that like it's not taking them long to like be in production and get the scripts ready. Like before, like it was like very quick to like when they first released the show that they're like, yeah, I see that 2 is coming, and they're already like in production or whatever, or have it filmed. And I'm just like, thank God. I'm like, these American shows, take notes. You see how it shouldn't take 5 years for a new season? Yeah, take notes.
And it literally is like, it's not even the platform, because Prime, we know that they be slow. Summer I Turned Pretty, but like it's literally just the Europeans, they on it. But with that note, we're gonna talk about what we're watching now. So Kennedy, what have you been watching?
So this weekend I literally binged The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. It was a new reality show on Hulu, 8 episodes split it up in 2 days. And it's so good. So basically, I'm sure y'all all remember like the mom talk scandal with the swingers. So it's a little confusing. The only person that was part of that scandal that's on the show now is Taylor Paul. Is that her last name? Taylor, Frankie, Paul, I don't know, her originally supposed to be like the OG like people that are part of the swingers group, but they like didn't want to be on it because Taylor was on it. So it's like Taylor and then a bunch of other people who are also on Mom Talk that's not part of that swinger group. And basically we just see like the aftermath of everything. There is like a weird time jump just because of the issues with casting. But when I tell you, the drama was insane. And it's crazy because I went into that show thinking like, oh, I'm probably not going to like Taylor. But I ended up not liking this random girl named Whitney. Like, she was really the villain. And these husbands, oh my gosh, like, Liz, you need to watch it. Like, I don't know, like, there's just something so fascinating about Mormons to me, especially as someone who's a Christian, because it's just like so different from like what I believe. And just that whole Utah culture, like, it's actually insane. I really like Demi, which is like so crazy that her name is said like that because it's really spelled like Demi, like as in Demi Lovato, but it's pronounced like Demi. I like Jessie. Honestly, I like all the Macy, and there's like some other people. I was like, oh, like I didn't realize you would be on this show, or I didn't realize like you were this person. Like I've seen your TikToks before, but I didn't realize that was you. So it's just a very interesting look. Lots of drama. The misogyny though, crazy. Like it's just crazy to me. Like I guess you could still say the same for like Christianity. Like there's still those extreme things, but I feel like for me, like there's different sectors, but I feel like in Mormonism, like no matter how progressive like they try to be, they're just still so far behind. Like it's actually insane. Like y'all just need to watch because there's one guy named Zach, literally the worst husband ever. I don't want to go too much because Liz hasn't watched it and I really want her to watch it because it's insane. But yeah, so I've been watching that. Or I did watch that.
No, because same Kenny, like all like the Mormon stuff, it is so fascinating to me because I'm just like jaw drop. Like every time like I learn something, I'm like, that's crazy. And it gets crazier and crazier and crazier. But I did see one clip of like someone talking about one of the couples on there and how like when she got married and pregnant, she was 16 and then her husband is like 24 or something like that when all that happened. Like first like she got married at that age and then she got pregnant at 16 and they're still together because I think like in the TikTok they have like 3 kids or something like that. But I'm like, that's insane. Like I'm 21 and I can't picture myself with children right now.
Yeah, I think he was either like 21 or like 26. Something along those lines. I don't want to be putting out false information, but it's crazy. And that particular girl you're talking about, Michaela, she's 23 now. And I'm like, I'm 21. So she's only like a couple years older than me. And the fact that she has 3 kids, lives in a nice house, has her own career, I'm just like, I just cannot imagine like having a even one kid right now. So the fact that she has 3 and she's a couple years older than me, like that's just insane. And I always just find it interesting because like the Mormon culture is so like just so conservative and strict and traditional. But it's interesting because a lot of girls on that show were having sex out of wedlock. And that's why they ended up getting married so young and having all these kids. And like there's one that was in that situation but ended up getting divorced later, which is also like still kind of a taboo thing in the church. And I don't know, it's crazy. Like even the way that they just kind of refer to it like as the church is like insane because in Christianity we have so many different like what's it called, like I don't know what's the word, like different categories,
Like sectors or like
yeah, denominations, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, and so like we don't refer to Christianity as like, oh, people in the church, like I don't know, just very like it just seems like cult vibes, which I know people could probably say that about every single religion, but it's just like it's just very like the language, I don't know, it's like it's a little spooky ooky. I don't know, like I don't know.
no, because if there's one thing me and Kennedy will do is we will send each other like TikToks of like anything related to like Mormons and everything, or like influence that we used to watch that like left the church or whatever. And we would just like talk about it. That's like my go-to person, Kennedy. You, the go-to person for like anything Mormon related. But some of the shows that I've been watching, I actually finished a show, you guys. If you know anything about me, I am terrible at finishing shows. I will either like binge watch a show and literally be obsessed with it, or I'll like start binging it and then I just get distracted and end up watching something else and I never finish the show. But I actually finished the show. I started it on Saturday and I finished it on Saturday. It's on Amazon Prime. It's in Spanish, but it's called Nadie nos va a extrañar. Nobody will miss us. And it was just so like, it was good vibes like all around, like very nostalgic. I would honestly, I think you'd like it, Kennedy. Definitely I feel like if you understand the language, it hits more because like there's a lot of music and everything because it's set in the 90s. So there's a lot of like older music and everything that's like more nostalgic vibes, kind of like if you know the songs. But like the storyline, basically follows this group of like nerds who like have this whole business in the school where they like sell homework to like the preppy people who don't want to like do their homework and everything. And like the school has like a really good like GPA average or whatever. And there's this new kid who comes to the school and he like starts hanging out with them and like selling homework and everything. And then there's just like all this other like side like storyline and like character development. And let's just say at the end of the show, I very much was crying. I was sobbing a little bit. I was just contemplating everything. And there's one song that's like the last clip, and that's the song that's been all over my For You page that got me to watch the show. And it was just such good vibes, like very much like nostalgic. We worry about things we shouldn't worry about. It was just really good vibes. But I watched that, and then I've been rewatching my like comfort TV show, which is a telenovela. It's called Mi Corazón es Tuyo. And again, it's on Prime apparently. So I've just been rewatching that. I've literally rewatched that show like 6 times, I think. I used to watch it on like YouTube where it would be like not the best quality, but now I'm watching it in some high definition quality on Prime Video. So that's just been like my background TV show.
And so now we're going to be doing our song of the week. So my song of the week is like a Afro house beat music. I don't know. I like just recently discovered this genre on TikTok. Of course, that's where I get all my music. And the song is called Gora by Night Freak and Emmanuel Jaw. Sorry if I pronounce these wrongs. Don't mind my iPad for the visual listeners, if you can even see it, but I'm going to play my favorite part. As you guys can see, just a good vibe.
Okay, so recently I've been listening to this artist. This is literally like all I've been listening to this past weekend. His name is Ivan Cornejo, and he sings like in Spanish, obviously, as you know his name. But it's specifically this song is my favorite one of his. It's called Baby Please. So I'm gonna play you guys my favorite part. I don't know, I just really like love his voice and then like the music in the background. Also, his songs are kind of depressing if you actually listen to the lyrics. So I'm not going through it, I promise.
And now we're going to get into the main topic of this episode, which is playing a fun little game of Kiss, Marry, Kill. I was looking at some of the combinations, and I feel like we got some good ones. And also, real quick, if you're watching this video, ignore the lighting changes. You know, we're just girls.
As we said, we do be having some difficulties at times, timing being one of them.
So I guess I'll go first. Basically, we just came up with people that we know each other are really big fans of. And yeah, I'm interested to see everyone's. I'm ready to see everyone's answers. It's literally just two of us, but I'm interested to hear what Liz has to say. Okay, so my first trio for you, Liz, is Timothy Chalamet, Drew Starkey, and Josh O'Connor.
No, because Kennedy, when I saw this was your first one, I was like, no way. I literally replied to her like text, and I was like, girl, in all caps, because this is so hard. Okay, Timmy is like an OG. Drew Starkey, though, yeah, nothing else needs to be said. And then Josh O'Connor, he's like a comfort, I feel like, even though he's not an OG. Oh my gosh. I'm like, if you're watching the video of this, you can see me struggling right now. I don't know who to choose. Okay. Oh my gosh, Kennedy. Okay, I think I'm gonna marry Josh O'Connor. I feel like he gives husband vibes, minus the challenger's role. I'm going to kiss Drew Starkey. I'm going to kill Timothy. I can't believe I said it because literally at my home, I'm exposing myself. I have a Timothy pillow. But like, yeah, that's my order. Marry Josh O'Connor, kiss Drew Starkey, and then kill Timothy.
That's actually crazy, but also kind of valid.
Okay, so my first one for you is F1 related. So we got Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris, and Charles Leclerc. Choose your characters.
Wow. This one, okay, what? I'm just curious. Liz, do you know what Oscar Piastri looks like? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I like looked them up just to make sure, but yeah.
Okay, that really has nothing to do with my answer, by the way. I would say kill Oscar Piastri, just because he is like one of my favorite drivers, but I feel like me and him, we're like way too similar for anything to like work. So I would kill Oscar Piastri. Oh, now this is where it gets hard because I feel like there's things of Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc that I'm like, oh, like this is low key hubby material. Then other times I'm like, like maybe not. I think I would kiss Lando Norris because I feel like there are times that where it's like, not that he gives me the ick, but like he gives me the ick. And then Mary Charles Leclerc, like, of course, like, why would I not? Like, he's literally perfect. And he's what got me into F1, so, I have to repay him.
You know, I think you have some very valid answers, Kennedy. I agree. When I like have seen interviews of Oscar Piastri, he gives me like your humor. Like, yeah, I think y'all would be like two alike. But I respect your answers.
Yeah, his humor is literally why I like got drawn towards Oscar Piastri. My next set for you, Liz, we're throwing it back to a TV show, the show of the summer for us. Well, not this summer. Y'all get what I mean. So Conrad, Steven, and Jeremiah. And for those of you that don't know, they're characters in The Summer I Turned Pretty.
This is so easy for me, I feel like. Okay. Actually, now I'm kind of struggling on like two people. Okay. I'm going to marry Conrad. I'm going to kill. This is controversial. I'm going to kill Steven because he gets on my nerves. In the show, he's just really annoying. I'm gonna kill Steven. I'm gonna kiss Jeremiah. And I know that's controversial. I am still a Conrad girly, but that's my final answer.
Honestly, that's low-key a valid answer. I can't remember if Steven went on my nerves, but like Jeremiah, why people hate him, I don't think he's that bad. So I feel like that's valid.
And like it's just a kiss, you know? We can ignore the cringiness, put that to the side. Because Steven just like I feel like we would clash heads too much. Okay, this one is like I kind of did mine like with like different vibes, but this one's like actor kind of based. Okay, we got I don't even know the actor's like actual name, but Young Snow in the Hunger Games. You can choose if you want him buzz cut or like the curls. But Young Snow, Drew Starkey, and Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Girl. Oh my gosh, this is so hard. Okay, Young Snow, I'm gonna take him as Bud. I'm gonna take him as Buzzcut Young Snow. His real name's Tom Blythe. I have to say the bleach blonde buzz cut is his look. I would say kill Young Snow just because Young Snow, bad person. But he was so hot though. I ain't even gonna lie. See, I don't know if y'all seen the rumors, but Aaron Taylor Johnson wasn't seen wearing his wedding ring. So like he might be looking for someone, and I'm right here. But he has kids. Okay, so actually, this is actually easy. So kill Young Snow, kiss Aaron Taylor Johnson. He might need some help getting back into the dating scene, and then marry Drew Starkey because the man he is. I mean, I'm not even gonna explain. Like he is just so hot. So like I have to marry him.
You know, I was caught off guard with your answers, especially killing Young Snow. Like that completely threw me I don't know, threw me for a loop. Also, side note, how could we forget talking about Aaron Taylor Johnson in the trendy section? Okay, we'll be talking about this next week, you guys. But I think I can respect your answers, maybe. I don't know. I don't know about killing Young Snow.
I think maybe because I'm not like fully in my like Hunger Games era as I was when the movie came out. Maybe if you asked me then, I would have been like, oh yeah, I might have married him to be honest. Because like I can change him. Wait, can I change my answer? Wait, no. We're gonna keep it. I'm gonna stand on business.
See, when you said you're gonna kill him because he's bad, I was like, but you can change him. You can be the change for him, Kennedy.
And then my next one for Liz, we're gonna be doing Emily Henry male main characters. So Alex from People We Meet on Vacation, Gus from Beach Read, and Charlie from Book Lovers. Yeah, that's the book title.
Okay, Charlie Mary. When I tell y'all my favorite Emily Henry book is Book Lovers, and it was because of the small stuff Charlie would do in that book, like, yeah, we're marrying Charlie. And then I'm gonna do Alex is from People We Meet on Vacation, right? I'm gonna kill him because he got a little the miscommunication trope. I wasn't vibing. And then we're gonna kiss Gus.
I think that's a valid trio. I was a little shocked about the killing Alex because he was one of my favorites. Like People We Meet on Vacation is one of my favorite Emily Henry books. But I think honestly I would kill Alex too, just because again I feel like me and him a little too similar. Like he's more shy and stuff. So like we would not be good together.
See, I'm gonna need someone. My room just got like really dark, but I'm gonna need someone who like takes the lead, and Charlie takes the lead. My next one for you is Gossip Girl related. We got Dan, Nate, and Chuck. There's only one right answer here, Kennedy. So Let's see if you choose the right answer.
I feel like this is so easy. Marry Dan. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Look, I had to surprise y'all for a minute.
No, because I was about to say, now, Kennedy, you're already wrong. You messed up your whole answer.
No, but this is really easy. I would kill Dan, kiss Chuck, and marry Nate. Like, of course I would.
And that is exactly the right answer I was looking for. You passed the test. The only 100% right thing was kill Dan and marry Nate. The writers got that wrong.
No, literally, why did Nate have so many struggles through Gossip Girl? Like, give those struggles to Dan, please.
They forgot the whole plot of the story. They got a little caught up with trying to redeem Dan. There was nothing to redeem.
And then my next ones for Liz, they're all musicians. Liz already knows. Harry Styles, Shawn Mendes, and Niall Horan.
I'm so conflicted right now because I feel like, okay, Harry, I feel like could give husband material, you know? Niall 100% already gives husband material. And then Shawn, is he going to go back with the rap? You know, just because of that, Shawn, I'm going to have to kill him. I don't know if he's going to be loyal, you know? He has a history for going back to people. So we're gonna kill Shawn. Oh, I don't know what should I do. Okay, I think I'm gonna kiss Harry, marry Niall, and old me would have done the opposite. But I feel like Niall just I don't know, his whole persona is just warm and bubbly and I don't know. Yeah, that's gonna be my answer.
Yeah, I'm actually so surprised that you chose to not marry Harry. Like, that is your man.
I feel like because I'm thinking overall vibe, and I feel like Niall just gives more husband vibe. But at the same time, so does Harry at times.
I feel like all we know though of Harry in relationship is that he be a little toxic, so.
Exactly. That's why I said sometimes. Okay, so my next one for you, Kennedy. Which one do you like more? Oscar or Lando?
I like Lando more.
Okay, so I'm gonna go Lando, Carlos Alcaraz, Ben Shelton.
That is actually diabolical. Like, I thought we were friends with this. Bro, see. Oh my gosh, that is actually so hard. I don't want to kill any of them. Me just taking it such to heart. Okay, maybe kill Ben Shelton, even though I literally just watched a TikTok about him. Just because, compared to Lando and Carlos Alcaraz, I like them two longer than I like Ben Shelton. Now, see, kiss and marry. Well, okay. I'm just taking this way too deeply. I would kiss Carlos Alcaraz and then marry Lando Norris. And you're probably like, wow, I think she's a Lando Norris fan. Yeah, I am.
Haven't y'all noticed she just stays talking about McLaren, Lando?
But I will say, I genuinely do like McLaren as a team, though, you guys. Especially because they have an American team principal, and I like the colors. And I was a Ferrari girl first, just to give myself a defense. Okay, and then for Liz, we're continuing the trend of athletes. So Charles Leclerc, Pierre Gasly, and Mark Guy? I don't know how to pronounce it, but he's a European soccer player.
I don't know how to pronounce it either. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna marry Charles because I'm a Charles Day One. He was literally, I've mentioned this in a past episode, I'm pretty sure, but his little piano song on streaming was literally in my top listens 1 year because it was just so soothing. Okay, Charles Mary, I'm gonna kiss Pierre Gasly and I'm gonna kill Margui, Jui, whatever his name is. Because I'm just thinking of him with that blonde and the buzz cut. Something about guys getting buzz cuts. Only certain people can work it. Drew Starkey can, for example. That's my answer.
See, I actually like Mark with the buzz cut. But I think it was just the time. It was the era.
I think it was the era. And then also the fact that the buzz cut is blonde. Bleach blonde. I just can't see him with the bleach blonde. But overall buzz cut, it's not bad. But I just like the hair more.
That's valid.
Okay, I'm switching it up, Kennedy. We're going back into the OG days. Vampire Diaries. Stefan, Damon, Klaus.
I feel like this one low-key easy for me. I would marry Klaus, of course. Now, Damon and Stefan, okay, I did say it was easy. It was just easy to say I would marry Klaus. But between Damon and Stefan, I feel like there are points where I was obsessed with one over the other, and then sometimes I didn't care for either. I would probably what? Oh, I married Klaus, so I would have to kill Stefan, and kiss Damon. Yeah. I feel like that's a good answer.
See, you had me when you said marry Klaus because he's just like that, like if you know, you know. Forever shipping him with Caroline, but anyways. But then you lost me when you killed Stefan. See, I'm a Stefan girly. I just am.
Interesting. I don't know. Honestly, I'm not more like over the other. It just depends on the day. And you caught me on a Damon day. So, yeah.
I can respect it.
And then my next one for you, Liz, we're taking it back to high school. A show we were obsessed with in high school, and that is Elite. And the three, I just refer to them as their character names. So, yeah. So, Guzman, Ander, and Valerio, who was the stepbro.
Okay, this one's easy. We're killing Valerio. I never really saw. I mean, he was like an attractive person, but something about him and then the stepsister, I just can't unsee that. The dinner scene, need I say more? Yeah, we're gonna kill him, kiss Ander, marry Guzman because I was a Guzman girly from day one. Yeah.
Yep, I 100% stand behind that. I was also a Guzman girly. Loved him.
Okay, my next one for you is also Vampire Diaries, but we're going it's like the originals, and we're basing them off the characters, not the actor. Okay, we got Klaus, Elijah, and then I think his name was Cole, right? The younger one. Yeah.
Yeah, you just spelled it wrong in the thing. It's going with a K, but that literally doesn't matter. See, one thing about me is I was obsessed with Cole. Like, that's only one of the main reasons I started the original. So I gotta marry Cole. Like Liz said, we don't associate with the actor. Marry Cole. I loved Elijah too. I ain't even gonna lie. He was so cute. But like, I can't kill Klaus, so kill Elijah and then kiss Klaus. I feel like that's a valid one for me.
You know, I can respect that one. I don't know, like Elijah and Klaus were hard for me, but like it's Klaus, you know. And then Cole, like I was a Cole girly too. That's what got me the whole reason to watch the show as well. Like, yeah.
And then my last one for you, Liz. We're taking it back to music. And these people are also in the same band. And that is Wallows. So my three for you are Dylan Minetti, I think that's how you say it, Brayden, and Cole.
This one's an easy one for me. We're killing Cole, we're kissing Dylan, and we're marrying Brayden. I love Brayden. I swear, all the Wallow songs with like whenever he gets like a little solo or something, those are my favorite ones.
See, I think I would also agree with you. But honestly, for me, in the beginning when I first discovered Wallows, I probably would have married Dylan. But now, Brayden, I would marry him.
Nothing else needs to be said. Okay, this one, it's Kennedy's weak spot. If you know anything about Kennedy, it's the brown curly hair. That'll do it. Yep. I see her reaction. So, if you also know anything about Kennedy, Timothy is her day one man. That's her husband. Number one at the top. He doesn't know it yet, but he is. So, Timothy, Dylan O'Brien, curly brown haired Dylan O'Brien, Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Now, this one's so easy for me. Like, come on now. I will say, Dylan O'Brien, he was the OG white boy for me. Them Teen Wolf days, yup. I was there. So, kill Aaron Taylor Johnson. Dylan O'Brien, I would kiss you, even though you are the man. And marry Timothy Chalamet. I mean, we're already married. He just doesn't know it yet. Surprise! No. So the news outlets, y'all can pick that up. Timothy Chalamet married to a podcaster. And then we get a whole bunch of views.
Yeah, Kennedy, I think I agree. 100% with your answer. Good answer, good answer.
So that is the end of our episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Now that we're posting video, don't be afraid to, comment down below your three that you would choose in our little scenarios. This was really fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed.
And make sure you guys follow the Instagram, the whole rebrand. It's not just the videos. There's also another part. So go follow the Instagram. And we'll see you guys next week on the Girls Lounge. Bye.
Bye.